Hello, hi, welcome to the main channel. During stream, I don't always have time to show you all the games that I want to show you. So I've decided to start a little series here on the main channel to go over the games that I don't have the time to go through on stream. I decided to call this series The Battle of the Backlog, and we're gonna start with a game that I've been meaning to play for the longest time. It's a little series called the Violence series. Most of the games are free, and the third one is coming out this summer, I believe. I want to get prepared for that. We're gonna be playing this series by release order. So we're gonna start with malViolence, which was the first game that was released. Then we're gonna go to proto-violence, which is the prequel. And hopefully during summer, we'll be checking out inter-violence. For this series, I hope to find a balance between calm gameplay, like you're used to from me, and just some small edits. So please let me know in the comments if it was too much, if it was okay, if I should add more. And if this is your first time seeing me, hi, I'm Ronnie, aka Moontones. I stream on Twitch 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. I stream Starry Heavy Games, and if you would like to watch me live, please come on by. I would be delighted to have you over. But if you can't make it, I do have a VOD channel. On the VOD channel, you can find the games we're playing on stream. So if you ever miss an episode, it will always be there for you. So without further ado, let's dive into the Violence series. Welcome to malViolence. Let's get started, shall we?
Hello? Hello?
Hi there.
Hey, wake the hell up!
I'm awake. I'm awake. I swear. I'm awake. Whoa. What the? Huh? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. No? Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Some sort of cell? But everything's so woozy. You can't. No. No, what were you doing before you got here? You wanted a bonus, and your boss told you to go here and get info. So you did, and then something hit your back and you.
Oh dear, looks like the anesthesia hasn't worn off, has it? Must have given them the wrong dose of ketamine.
You gave me ketamine? What am I, a horse?
Just give it a couple more minutes. Soon you'll be right as rain.
Where's that voice coming from? It's giving you a migraine. You just want to shut it. Oh, over there. That monitor in the corner. You'll just push yourself up and make your way over to it. What? There's no volume bottom in the front panel. Maybe to the side or...
Too bad, lab rat. You won't find any volume buttons here.
Dang it! How am I supposed to hear your beautiful voice then? I am hard of hearing. Have you considered that option? That I want to hear you better? I swear I am not the wolf in the Red Riding Hood story. Lab rat, what's with that?
You're awfully confused by all this, aren't you?
You know, waking up in a cell is usually confusing, I assume.
Well then, allow me to introduce myself.
Please do.
Some call me a simple sidekick, others call me the disciple of danger.
That's a very fancy title.
But if you ask me, I prefer the Great Caution, Emperor of malViolence.
Ooh. Ooh, I love the music. Ba, ba, ba. They look very cool.
Or caution for your convenience.
Thank you, thank you. For some reason, I thought it would be pronounced cauzione or something. It's just caution. Seriously? A kid? You got locked up by a kid.
Oh, lab rat, that look on your face is priceless. I want to take a commemorative photo and tag it to my bedroom wall.
Please don't. Ugh, please don't. Everyone tells you that you have a resting bitch face. Damn.
Sadly, my camera isn't with me right now, so you'll have to make do with me telling you why you're here.
Okay, I will make do.
That's another thing you're wondering about, isn't it? Why are...
Just to suffer? Every night? No? Okay, wrong game, wrong game. You think?
All right then, let's make this quick. You want something from me.
Do I? I guess the info for my promotion.
That's why you came here, right? Your boss told you to come here and get something. But I can't let that happen. No siree.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have fun with you instead. I'll learn what you're after and you won't be bored.
Nice. It seems like a fair trade-off.
Great deal, right?
Mm-hmm. No, it is a good deal.
You're a funny one.
I like you already.
So much
I
so
like
that
you
I'd
too,
let you keep your
Caution.
gun. Feel free to shoot my screen anytime. I promise I won't care.
Wait, I have a gun? Who am I? Temptation's there, but no thanks. You'd prefer to have some form of self-defense on hand.
Now, I'm still tidying up a couple of things on my end, so before I get back to work... Well then...
Welcome to your new home. Cozy, isn't it? It's got everything you'll need to live a normal human life. A comfy bed. Well, not comfy, but a bed. A tap with running water. A desk. For desk things. Quintessential 5-star living, just like the famous Milton hotels. Oh, and if you get hungry, just leave the painting in the middle of the room. The vents dispenses live script 4053. I should probably write that down. Finley? Make note of it. Thank you, Finley. Reviewers say it's safe for human consumption, so don't be shy. It's got all the nutrients you need to live a good life. Well, what's the holdup? Have a look around, check your dead device, beg for mercy, or make yourself comfortable. After all, you'll be here for a while. Will I now? Use your mouse to explore. Okay, let's get out of here. Nope, no camera. Your throat's dry and sore, but you can't find a cup anywhere. Does he expect you to drink from the faucet? Great. It doesn't even work. So much for quenching your thirst. Asshole. Okay, no water. It's off to a great start. At least we have a foldable desk. I think that's very neat. It's a desk. For desk things. What an evocative description! Eh! You're one of mine, I see. The writer is one of my people. What about the mattress? It's a bed! You're surprised you slept at all on something that lumpy. Listen, I've slept in worse places. You're gonna be fine. Yeah, right. Like at home, you worshipped your crappy mattress. Okay, can I interact with the TV? Nope. A door? Oh, a door handle. What's with the lock? You've never seen anything like it. Okay, let's then see the painting now. Oh. A weird stock photo on the cover, but otherwise an average rent. Caution won't be winning any awards for home decor anytime soon. I'm gonna eat out of a dog bowl? Guess he wasn't kidding about the lab script. It's right there, neatly served in a metal bowl. Woof woof. To be honest, you could use something to fill your empty stomach. You made the smart decision to skip lunch on your way here. You pick up the bowl and shove a fistful of pellets into your mouth. It really is dog food. Woof woof. They taste like... well, you don't know what you expected. They're grainy, if nothing else. You try not to think about caution laughing at you from the other side of the screen. Huh? What's this? There's something at the bottom of the bowl. A pattern? Get a better look. You dump the rest of the pellets on the floor. Oh, a Venn diagram. That must be for the thing on the door. Okay, it's time. For everyone's favorite time in all my gameplays. It's notepad time! Alright, let me write this down. I think I need more info because there are colors? Gonna have to see. Weird shapes. Yeah, S's, O's, and tears. I can inspect the... oh! Something's taped to the back side of the painting. There's the colors. Again with those weird shapes. And this time they're colorful. Yeah, they definitely mean something. Maybe it's a way out? Okay, so I must have to use these into one. And see where the colors land, perhaps? Let me inspect the pellets before we... rat pellet. Okay, no, it's not dog food, it's rat poison. Now on the floor. For extra nutrients, you know? You're still pretty hungry. It wouldn't hurt to eat a little more. After you described them to me as rat pellets, yes, you're gonna eat more. Sure. Why did you do that? Those pellets still don't taste great. In fact, the more you chew on them, the more rat poison gets in your system. Ah, crap. Of course there was something in the food. Whatever it was, it's making everything throb like crazy. Your chest, your head, your eyes. But your throat's clammed up. You can't scream, or cry, or moan. And breathing's getting harder and harder. And soon your vision goes black. I love some Science Night lace rodent feed. Always starts my day off right. Stomach was bigger than the brain, indeed. May need to reevaluate stop agent's dietary preferences. I'm a stop agent. Cheers, it's cyanide. I fucked around and I found out. Alright, first death, let's go. Yeah, restart room. According to my handy notes, I think this one stays red. This one, probably orange. Yellow. Green. No, that's... okay, Ronnie, you're looking at the wrong thing that you planned. Right. This one. I think it's both red. This one turns blue. This one turns green, okay. This one turns blue. Green. purple. One yellow. There we go. Okay, that one was easy.
What?
Sorry! That one was easy. What do you want me to tell you?
How the hell did you break the lock?
I didn't break it. I opened it. There's no way you could have gotten out on your own. I did. I have my notepad. Do you want to see it? I did all of this with just my notepad. Okay? I can show it to you. Well, rat. I can see you, you know. Just like the rest of those stop freaks. So textbook authoritarian, they could use you for their recruitment posters. That blank stare, that bland uniform, that world-class poker face. Makes me want to peel your brain like an orange. God knows what sick and twisted thoughts lurk beneath. Is he telling you to smile more? At a time like this? He is, isn't he? Guess you'll have to give him the old passport photo. Does that mean that I'm gonna continue not to smile? Because here we can't smile on official documents. So I'm assuming I'm gonna keep my resting bitch face. I get to keep my resting bitch face as a treat. You're cute. Real cute. Thank you, I know. I'll forgive you for that. After all, I'm the Great Caution, Emperor of malViolence. I'm not the type of man to go all out on a scrub like yourself. But alas, even my limitless generosity has an expiration date. And you're creeping up fast on the sell-by. Anywho, you do want to escape, don't you?
Well then.
Allow me to give you a final pearl of wisdom.
Stop making mistakes.
I didn't make a mistake. I got it. Fair and square. I just wrote it down on my little book.
Because the next time you screw up, you're not gonna like what happens next.
Wait, did I get it wrong? Or is it because I ate the rat poison first? Well, that was unnerving. It's hard to tell when he's being serious, but his hatred for stop freaks is clearly no joke. Almost like he... No. Remember your training. Now's not the time to overthink things. You need to get out of here. Detective work can come later. No side corridors, no secret doors, not even a crack in the wall. No choice but to move forward. You take another cautious step.
Welcome. I see you arrived safely.
I did? Kinda? What the? Another voice? And all the screens in the room lit up too. Huh? You know that woman on the screen. Everyone at Stop knows that face. They've seen their photos in newspaper articles, broadcasts, social media. For years, this mysterious woman was the scourge of Stop. Saboteur who terrorized the public with bombs and cryptic threats. A supervillain through and through. A supervillain by the name of...
From the top, then. I am Dr. Danger.
This is giving me MCR, Danger Days era, and I love it.
You are here because you're under my temporary employment.
Wait, I came here to get a bonus, not another job. Wait, wait, no, it was a bonus, not more work. Thank you. Huh? No? Last time you checked, you were a stop agent, whatever that is. By default, Dr. Danger is a sworn enemy. Was a sworn enemy. She died? She died weeks ago, caught in her own explosion, while trying to wipe another stop facility from the map. Wait. Does this mean
Before
she
we begin
survived?
your task, please listen carefully. Due
I
to my
am.
circumstances, I cannot repeat my instructions, nor will I be able to answer any of your questions.
No? Her death was very thoroughly confirmed. Which means this is just a recording. A cheesy one at that. Turns out even supervillains make the newbies watch employee training videos. Better turn her out. No! Besides, you're no mere hired hand. You're the proud agent of Stop, trained to fight villains like her. So what if there are more puzzles to solve and locked rooms to explore? Someone like you, they should be child's play. Okay. Should. Should! Emphasis on the should. Listen, if there are no math puzzles, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be so fine. As long as you don't throw numbers my way, it's gonna be great, I tell you. Huh? Seems like a typical evil lab, straight out of a comic book. That chair has seen better days. Let's see here. Massive computers, high-tech gizmos, and a primary source extractor. Ugh. Looking at that thing, like, it gives you goosebumps. I assume that's the creepy chair. Do you have to go through here? Yep. Maybe there's something you missed in the corridor. Yeah, I'll turn around and... It's not opening. Nope, there's still a door on the other side. You'll just walk over and it'll automatically... And it's shut too. Great! Off to a fantastic start already. Wait. There's something else here. Okay. A lock with a strange puzzle. It's just a... You know... A swirly puzzle. Kinda like the one you found in your cell. Maybe you'll find the answer in this room? Maybe. Baby. Looks like there's an open toolbox. Thought that was a recorder for some reason. You approach it to take a closer look. Nope. It's a bomb. Nope, it's not a recorder. It's a bomb. Okay. No big deal. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah. For real. What could possibly go wrong? Okay. So far so good. Question mark. Famous last words. Alright, I got it. It only took 10 minutes, don't worry about it. Got it. Submit. Let's go. Colby Padilla. Oh, that has to... I forgot to check this one. Colby Padilla bomb? Excuse me? Oh, okay. Am I killing people? You know, they probably deserved it, so it's fine. Question mark. Should be fine. This one. Yay, I'm killing people. Yippee. I don't know what you did, Colby, but you probably had it coming. Primary source extractor. You approach carefully, listening closely for any hints of roaring to life. Agents are expected to keep their wits about them and not jump to conclusions. But it's hard to see the device in front of you as anything but an electric chair. It looks crude and cruel, like a child's reimagining of something scary from a history book. That may be exactly what this is. Whatever its purpose, you give it quiet thanks that it seems to be out of commission. Oh, good. Can I use the projector? No. Silhouettes across the room, but on closer inspection, there aren't firearms at all. They're megaphones. Many colors, materials, variations. Far from organized, but it looks like a collection. It's hard to picture Dr. Danger, one of SUP's most wanted criminals, picking up such a odd hobby. And yet, half of them are tagged with the initials DD. Every supervillain's bound to have a quirk or two. Glistening puddle for a closer look. Unambiguous, but just to be sure, you gingerly swipe a finger across the surface. Oil. Most likely from some kind of machine. Not unfamiliar. SUP has a massive array of equipment and vehicles that need regular maintenance. An agent like you is expected to know how to repair and service them, especially when your bosses are displeased with you. But it's strange to see oil out in the open here. Maybe it's a spill or a leak? Either way, something clearly isn't working. There's a cell here? The bomb puzzle. Okay. I love solving bomb puzzles. First thing in the morning. Okay, what about this one? 4 large monitors are displaying an intimidating wall of code. You were hoping you didn't have to deal with them, Boat. But, oh well. Time for some good old computer wrangling. Oh, it's one of these. I see. I hate this noise. It sounds like my alarm clock. I've alerted stop. The rescue could be...
Lab rat.
I've got good news and bad news. In that order, cause time's short. Good news. Stop found your computer. Bad news. Standard operating procedure is to overload the offending console ASAP. Oh no! You're standing very, very close to the Well... Subject died after computer shrapnel blew over their face. Tech savvy on their resume, guess SUP wasn't thorough enough with their background check. Oh no! Okay, done it. Ah, okay. Asia Bishop. Okay, I think she was the first one. Try. Yeah. Okay, time to save again. Oh, that one was hard. I'm always bad at those predicting where things are gonna fall puzzles. 3 differently sized vials are placed on a table. There are instructions written next to them. Oh no. Not one of these. Oh no. Not mats. Oh no. Uh-oh.
Hey, lab rat.
Sorry. I did say that 2 doses would be lethal. By the way, have your legs always been made of jelly? Oh boy, the fumes got me. Cardiac arrest after extended exposure to fumes in the workplace. Didn't perform their duties under a fume hood. Sorry. Phenomenal and okay.
1,000,000 zillion jillion dillion cotillion times later.
Oh, I did it. That took way too long. I see numbers and I panic. I see numbers and I panic. Finley, are you proud of me? I did it. I'm gonna save that. Dear God. Please, no more numbers, please. Please. Let me out. Let me out.
Well. If it isn't a lab rat.
Listen, caution. Don't make me go through numbers again. Please. For someone with chronic resting blah blah face, you look real proud of yourself. I don't. I don't. I am humbled. You know what? You should be. By getting this far, you're statistically proven to have more brains than 96% of stop employees. So congrats. That said, I actually expected you to die by now. I did. Several times. Don't worry about it. You're doing good. You're doing good, caution. I just have respawn powers. I'm not sure how to reward you for your success. Wait, I have an idea. How about a sticker? I would love a sticker. If you get out of here, I'll give you a fruit-scented one. Yo, you got fruit-scented stickers, yo? I didn't know that was a thing. At the rate you're going, you might even get one of my super special grape stickers. And I never give those out. I don't see you jumping for joy. Not a grape fan? I prefer strawberry, to be quite honest.
Well then.
Well, more for me.
Hey, lab rat.
So, what did you think of my research lab? It's awesome, isn't it? A little derivative, maybe. But any scientist worth their salt, it's a little derivative, maybe. High-tech computers and big fat source libraries. So there is one thing that makes my lab better than the others. My primary source extractor. It's kinda loud once it revs up, and it's a pain to clean afterwards. But the results are... mwah, amazing. I had planned on giving you a first-hand demonstration. But the last experiment got so messy that I'm still cleaning at the rafters. Disappointing, I know, but never fear. The great Caution, Emperor of malViolence, uses aptitude for adaptation to his advantage. And so he constructed these quasi-deadly puzzles, sure to satisfy even the least imaginative of stop agents. Aren't I thoughtful, lab rat? Yeesh, tough crowd. You must be fun at parties. I do put the fun in funeral. The fun in funeral? Yes. Yes. I put the funeral. Anyway, enough dilly-dallying. If I'm used to the next room already, there's more games for you to play. Oh well, take your sweet time. I've always wanted to see how motivating electrified floors can be. He's clearly joking again. Probably. Maybe? No. Better not tempt fate. Off I go then. Oh, this is very yellow. The self-styled supervillain has world-class bad manners. Where could he have picked up such a nasty personality anyway? You know it's pointless to speculate, but you can't help it. Because your surroundings are unusually ordinary. This is unordinary? You have weird ordinary opinions, I gotta say. The last corridor looks straight out of a sci-fi movie. The other room was Saw. Now it's, I don't know, Big Brother. This one is practically mundane. Got more in common with the basic stop research building. Are we in a research building, perhaps? An abandoned one? Brings back memories of your days as a low-level agent, trudging through halls, delivering low-level intel to low-level researchers. Your supervisor loved emphasizing the low-level part. Pressing your keycard to the reader, that little beep of approval, seeing the doors open. Waking up in a mad scientist research facility has a way of making you long for the simple life. Speaking of doors, this corridor has got 5 to choose from. You pause. Once again, your fate is in your hands. Is this another one of his puzzles?
Good. You made it through the experiment room.
Dr. Danger's on again. What did you... No, calm down. It's probably motion activated. You should have listened to the last recording since it seemed pretty helpful. This time you'll stay and pay attention.
I apologize for any distress that the previous room may have caused you.
Oh, don't worry about it. It only took me like 20 minutes. Don't worry about it. But it's okay. Don't tell anyone. I won't tell if you don't.
For whatever it's worth, please know that I do not take pleasure in hurting others. The sight
Fair.
of blood makes me quite ill.
The sight of mats gives me the same reaction. That's how I felt.
It always has. Allow me to explain.
That room belongs to my apprentice. Currently he is running an experiment, even if he seems more interested in the process than the results. Honestly, I'm in no position to lecture him. He's not cruel, he's just...
Please,
I
listen
suppose I can
carefully.
say this. All his test subjects have a certain unfortunate commonality. A terminal condition as he sees it. That makes it very difficult for him to remain impartial.
I apologize.
I apologize for being vague here, but the nature of this work has always been a private matter. Not your responsibility, it's mine. What's that supposed to mean?
If you're looking for where to go next, please take the door directly in front of you. The other doors are very much best left shut. Take care now. I'll see you in a week.
You'll see me in a week? That recording definitely wasn't for you. Whoever the intended recipient was, Dr. Danger clearly trusted them. Better take the door she recommended. I can't even choose one of the other ones. I was hoping that I could. Oh boy. We got in the Pepe Sylvia room, I see. An office. Shelves everywhere. Loads of files too. Like the hall before, it's wholly ordinary. Just to double check though. Yep. Pretty sure it's another puzzle room. Alright then, let's get searching. Documents appear to be designs for cybernetic limbs, like the ones produced by Stopped at first glance. Oh, so I work for a cybernetics company. On closer inspection, there are more differences than there are similarities. Stop technology is more generalized, more efficient, and angular. These plans are heavily customized. They could have only been suitable for a small number of subjects, possibly as few as one. Perhaps Dr. Danger based it off stolen data? You'll make a note to tell your superiors about possible reverse engineering. Aren't I a good boy? A note stuck to the cooler, which doesn't actually dispense water. Child whose designation comes first in the alphabet that was the second to last arrival. Subject R arrived in June. The child wearing a bracelet arrived in September. The bracelet arrived in the facility before the joint play. Subject G does not know how to use a yo-yo. The yo-yo trickster did not arrive first. You look at the sprawling web of photos, documents, and diagrams, you realize everything in front of you is perfectly orderly. These are the notes of a hunter, and Stop was their prey. You recognize dozens of names, operations, and places. The vital parts of Stop's organization that suffered heavy blows in the last few years. You're disturbed by how many places you don't recognize. Laboratories, factories, and armories that must be high above your clearance level, crossed out like someone was just going down a checklist. All these top secret sites share the same acronym, YTDI. No, you don't recognize it. For the course with Stop. If you don't know what an acronym means, it's probably above your pay grade. That's a puzzle. 5 slots on the door's lock. Your best guess is what you need to fill them up somehow. Is that you need to fill them up. Okay, I need to find letters. Printouts and clippings of various news articles, all related to Dr. Danger's exploits, with a certain colorful sidekick occasionally breaking into the opening paragraphs. In fact, when you look at them all together, caution seems to show up more over time. Dr. Danger must have been pleased with her pupil's growth. At the bottom of the pile, a heavily weathered photo peeks out. Based on what you can make out of the caption, it looks like some kind of commemorative occasion. M1 8 Room 2 et al. Celebrating breakthrough in cybernetic security? You can't recognize any of the faces. What? You can't recognize any of the faces, but you do recognize the logo as... Never mind, it's just similar, that's all. You survey the diagrams before you. From a distance, they seem to be your average blueprints. Blueprints for weapons of all makes, shapes, and sizes. But on closer inspections, they revealed a certain quirkiness that doesn't belong on a technical document. The handwriting is also distinct, for lack of a better word. That said, poor penmanship hasn't dulled the designs themselves. The least dangerous of these would be devastating out in the field. The oldest of the blueprints, the ones hidden at the bottom of the pile, look wildly different. Clearly another person was behind them. In fact, if you squint, you can still find the signatures at the bottom. Strange, they say. They did it more than 15 years ago. Apart a note on the wall and pick it up. It says, the blonde child seems to have a musical inclination. The bracelet has a notable tarnish. Upon sampling, it seems to be a coating of coastal salt. City's dweller was abducted in the spring. The red-headed child said that they have never been to the suburbs or open water. Whoever lived in the mountains arrived in either June or December. The child from the suburbs was processed before the subject from the mountains. Okay. else that I can click other than the puzzles. You eye over the massive scroll notes pinned in front of you. There are two distinct sets of handwriting, but the contents are mostly the same, and mostly domestic. Notes on what to eat for breakfast and when to start preparing it. Notes on how much sleep to get and what stories to read. Birthdays, exercises, meal plans, and chores. The two who wrote these notes weren't just sharing the same space, they were living together. Okay, it's time to save then. Puzzle time! I'm gonna start with this one. Some kind of simulation, but I take a closer look. Ah, okay, it's one of these. Okay, got it. Okay, 3 times. Three tries, not too bad, not too bad. RT. It's for this door. Let me save. Okay, now this one. Small Strange Colosseum. Oh, it's a panopticon. Oh no, this is gonna take forever. Oh. My controls freeze up. There's a notification in the corner. You've run out of time, lab rat. That's it. Jailbreak is over. You screwed up. So it was a prison? Then if this only concerned you and me, I'd be a whatever about it. We all make mistakes, you know, so I'm super forgiving and cool about and mature about this kind of thing. But you just lost those kids a chance to get out before operations start. Sorry, operations? They could have gotten out clean. Now I'll have to step in and bust them out dirty. And it's all because of you.
Shut up.
Now go sit in the corner and think about what you've done. Okay. I'll come back for you when you're sorry enough. Subject expired after 3 days due to lack of water, light, food, and mental stimulation. Scratch their nails to bleeding point on the exit door before losing consciousness, so I'll have to clean that mess up. Didn't take the consequences of imprisonment very seriously. Oh, okay. Oh! Okay. Okay. Nice. Let's go. Ass. Okay, time to save again. Oh, this is why the post-its I got. Hey, they're very cute. The blonde child, I assume you're blonde. You're Charles. And I remember that the bracelet is from the coast person. Subject G, this one doesn't know how to use a yo-yo, okay. The bracelet was before the toy plane, okay. Is there anyone that I know for sure? Subject R arrived in June. Who's Subject R? You are. The child wearing a bracelet arrived in September. The red-headed child said they'd never been to the suburbs or open water. But this one is also red-headed. So they're either from the mountains or the city? City dweller was abducted in spring. Whoever lived in the mountains arrived in either June or December. Child wearing a bracelet arrived. Okay, I already got that one. Child whose designation comes first in the alphabet was the second to last arrival. Oh, so the bracelet is yours. And you're from the coast. Okay, this one is done. You don't do yo-yosh. And so the plane is yours. You're Avery. The child from the suburbs was processed before the subject from the mountains. City dweller was abducted in spring. I think you're the city dweller. So you were abducted in March. And you were in June. So you're in December. And you came from the suburbs. And the yo-yo is yours. And you came from the mountains. I hope this is correct. Ah, first try! Let's go! Wow, I can read. E! E for evidence? And the fuzzles? Enough of these silly games? No, I want more silly games. I'm liking it. Okay. Leave again. Cradle. We got this puzzle all under control, probably. So I gotta do taser. Just to see what happens. Just to see what happens. Wow, lab rat. Did you even try? No. I did not. Not much to say here. The lab rat just sucks at word games. Should have dipped their toes into a few titles before meeting me. I personally recommend Scraddle. Stop me if you think you've heard this word before. I've actually never played Scrabble. So I actually don't know the rules, but... Okay, what? Stair rates. I don't know how much these pieces are worth. Stair rates, taser. What else? Tears. I'm gonna do tears. No message from the kid yet. Maybe if you're stealthy. Maybe if you're stealthy, you could sneak past without being subjected to another one of his stupid broadcasts.
Snooping as usual, I see.
You spoke too soon. Yeah, you're right in your element, huh? Not that you'd know it. But I've got a good eye for this kind of thing. Bet you got all that bubbly feeling buzzing under your skin. Like sweet sparkling lemonade in your veins. What a colorful turn of face. I'd give my right arm to feel as excited as you do now, Lab Rat. You must be salivating at the mountain of evidence beneath your fingertips. Weapons, corkboards, secret evil plans. All the classics are here, and we both know you really, really want to rub your grubby paws all over them. Even if you copied it. After one of those blueprints and threw it in a washing machine, you still have enough evidence to net you a promotion from HQ.
Well then.
So go ahead, take as much as you like. I want the hair on your head. After I, the great caution emperor of malViolence, knows that you only care about the truth, he shall let you indulge. Hey, Larad, can I ask you something? You are just getting evidence, right? Does he not approve of your investigation style? You're being thorough just because you're just being thorough. I've watched you with my drones. Tailor these puzzles to your specific subpar problem-solving skills. Carried out quasi-legal research on your identity. So I know what you are. You're an agent of a stop. Nothing more, nothing less. Am I right? Again with the silent treatment. I've met vending machines with better social skills than you. You know that? Fine.
Shut up!
Fine! Next time you escape a puzzle room, I won't talk either. See how you like it. Now move, or you'll regret your staring contest with me. Oh, I like when you speak. You're funny. Again with the temper tantrum, huh? Seriously, why is he so pissed off at you? He and Dr. Danger have fought against top field agents in the past, but that's not your department. Hell, before this, you've never met either of them face to face. What right does he have to hack so high and mighty at you? I mean, we're kind of breaking into his place. I'd say he's probably good on that part. We're breaking into his house. Right, supervillain. Big ego, no self-awareness. Don't overthink it. Maybe you should overthink it. A little bit. As a treat. The dim corridor stretches before you, with no answers to offer. It's darker here, but not in an unpleasant way. It's warmer than in previous rooms, literally and figuratively. The wooden floorboards and the decorated wallpaper feel welcoming, nostalgic even. If you viewed this hall alone, you'd assume it belonged to a family household, not a scheming terrorist and her cookie sidekick. It's been a very long day? Hard to tell how much time has passed. But damn, you are exhausted. The gentle heat tempts you to sit down on the floor. Or maybe lie down. Would caution allow you to take a quick breather? If he meant what he said about not harming a hair on your head, then maybe the smart thing to do would be to...
Very tempting for a wooden floor, isn't it?
Yeah! A third time?
Heated flooring. My work has always been stressful, so I've always strived to maximize comfort wherever I could. Allow me to explain.
When your work is done, you can sleep here all you like. But before then, you've got dishes to clean, washes to run, bedrooms to vacuum. And of course, caution to take care of. He represents a unique challenge, I know. But you wouldn't have gotten this far if you and I didn't believe you could do it.
Please, listen
While I'm
carefully.
away on business, it's important that you keep him on his daily routine. 7 to 9 p.m., regularity is key. Remember that his dietary habits are detailed in the files that we went over together.
I apologize.
I apologize if you'll have to decrypt them again, but Caution and I have made a habit of hiding our tracks for good reason. And when the day is over, feel free to play games, watch movies, or read comics together. If you need a suggestion, Caution told me that he loves Cantaloupe Mall course on Marco Kart. I love Marco Kart. Actually, I don't. I don't even have Mario Kart. I think I have it on the 3DS. And I played it like once. So, it was very worth it. I might be pronouncing that wrong. He'll know what you mean. So take care.
Please,
If
listen
things go
carefully.
smoothly, I'll be back for him in a week. And if things don't go smoothly, well, there are systems in place that will guide you on what to do.
That's all for now. Goodbye. And thank you for taking care of my... Note to self, re-record instructions at earliest convenience. Try not to be so ominous next time.
She didn't get a next time, did she? That's a shame. That message wasn't for you, and it wasn't for one of Dr. Danger's goons either. But a babysitter? Really? Who in the world would be qualified to babysit him? I would. Come on, just focus on the task at hand. Oh, this is really their home. I was joking about breaking into his house. It's a normal apartment. There's a kitchenette, a dining table, a small sitting area, and stairs. Probably a bedroom up there. Are you supposed to be here? Guess you are. Has a PS1. And son is a Nintendo. This is a very old one. NES? Pick up what appears to be a generic scrapbook, like those shoved in back shelves of charity stores. Looking closely, you can see the remnants of priced sticker glue. Feels normal. Too normal. The book's clearly hiding some deep dark secret. But the inner contents are equally normal. All you find are photographs of a woman who looks a lot like Dr. Danger and a young boy with a crooked, toothy grin. The craftsmanship on display isn't anything remarkable, with pearly cut edges and tacky glitter glue smeared across the cheap cardstock. At least the pages seem to be in chronological order. In the earliest photos, the boy is bedridden. His skin is unnaturally pale and his gaze is unfocused, empty even. As you flick through the pages, he grows stronger. He gets out of bed. His eyes shine with inspiration and intelligence. He smiles. The woman in these photos must have been taking good care of him. The later photos are self-explanatory. Each moment is carefully dated and annotated. Playing video games, reading bedtime stories, and what seems to be a movie night. You know the film they're watching. Is that one cartoon about an alien supervillain. One with a very big brain. Big brain? Big brain. Big brain. But very little common sense. Is it, a super... No. Mega Mind, I think. Hold on. Wasn't this film released 3 months after this photo was taken? Looks like Stop will have to add digital piracy to Dr. Danger's long list of crimes. That's not how piracy works. You don't get things before. If you get things before, it's not just piracy, it's hacking. But sure. Crumpled, heavily worked over notebook filled with grandiose ramblings in the third person. Lots of exclamation points in capital letters and ego messaging in spidery handwriting. But the more you flip back through the pages, the more the writing grows negative. Another neater set of handwriting appears, leaving words of encouragement. Even further back, the spidery handwriting disappears. The neater writer takes over, marking the wrinkled paper with crisp grids and clear lessons. Shaky, barely legible scribbles sit below, rounding out vague, letter-like shapes. Almost looks like a therapeutic exercise or a homework assignment. Maybe it's both. But it's obvious that the notebook's author hasn't used it in a long time. Personally, you wouldn't be caught dead using the third person. Yeah, I use the second person for some reason. Like a psychopath. You only use the second person. Yeah, I'd rather... Yeah, I use the third person. Sometimes I'm like, Ronnie, what the fuck? Ronnie, get your things together. And even then, only for gathering your thoughts in high-stakes scenarios. High stakes? Okay. Anything else? Can I inspect the consoles? No. But this appears to be a locked box, but without a lock. You give the lid a small tug and it opens. There's no dust inside, but a stale odor wafts out. Clearly this hasn't been open in a long time. You find a lab coat with an ID pinned above its breast pocket. There's no photo, but the name Deirdre Destrange is clearly printed on the plastic card alongside a worn barcode. The coat itself is high quality, but it's run around the edges. Deirdre must have used it for a long time, taking good care of it all in the while. See framed photos, diplomas, certificates, and awards, all of them belonging to this Deirdre Destrange. In and of itself, a doctorate in cybernetic biology is impressive, but Destrange received this years ago. To be that experienced at a young age, and when the science was still so new, she must have been on the cutting edge of the field. At the bottom of the pile, you find a dented, dusty medal. An award for continued service to the international security community? Medal's name has been violently scratched out. And yet, you think you see the remnants of a familiar logo. Is it Stop? I'm guessing Deirdre Destrange is Dr. Danger, Double D. And I'm guessing she worked for Stop then. When you look at the bust in front of you, you recall a half-serious lesson on disguising yourself back to when you were a trainee. From what you remember, this appears to be a mannequin for a wig. But Dr. Danger had a full head of hair. It's for caution. Did she need to disguise herself? Intel always suggested that her mastery of her tech kept off any camera she cared about. It's for caution. Caution wears a wig. You find an assortment of patterns, books, and materials for sewing. There's a little stack of half-finished items and a skirt and a blouse in conservative colors. Right next to it, a whole pile of hand-stitched garments in garish yellows, greens, and reds. Seems like someone handed their sewing book down to a more imaginative type. You're well aware that sewing isn't just a simple hobby. Many of Stop's associated security forces take up the practice when their first cybernetics are implanted. Oh, to train. I can't hand stitch. I hold my needle very weirdly. I can use the machine, even though I don't know if I can use one of these. So my sewing machines are from like the early 1900s. So I have to, you know, put the pedal and do everything manually. So I wouldn't even know if I can use one of these electric machines. But yeah, that's the only thing I know how to do kinda okay, is machine sewing. After such a big operation, fine needlework, yeah, and eye coordination. But you doubt they'd make such a large collection of fuzzy mittens. Maybe they should. You pick up a clipboard with thick stack of charts, diagrams pinned to the front. Subject recuperation log is printed at the top in harsh black lettering. At the bottom of the page, you spot an acronym, YTDI. You flip through the log. The recuperation described here is difficult to read. Seizures, phantom pain, memory loss, and brain damage are all expected results, not side effects. Jesus. Scrawled notes speculate that these symptoms would last for several years or decades, perhaps even permanently. Is this about caution? Implanting cybernetics in individuals under 18 isn't illegal, but it is frowned upon. And from the logbook, a lot of children were implanted. Children well under the age of 18. There's nothing here about informed consent or parental permissions. Evidently, parents weren't involved. Lovely! I love that, actually. I love Lovely. Okay, and these two are puzzles. Okay. Gonna start with the ones downstairs then. Doesn't seem like there's... Oh, I hate that. I'm guessing caution must have been an experiment. Okay, time to save. Okay, let's start with this one. Small kitchenette. Looks like it has been using. Big Doctor Danger can take care of the cooking. A recipe for pancakes. Fridge seems well stocked too. Let's see if Caution likes your take on Doctor Stranger's recipe. Oh, okay. So things have to be adjacent and things of the same sort have to be touching, but they cannot touch directly. They can only touch diagonally. I'm not sure that I would put a nut of this sort in my pancakes, but you know, when you need to get your iron up, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna maybe... I think that's it. I think that's it. I think this one is easy. Okay, let's try. Yes! Okay! Easy, easy. Oh, photo! I don't remember what the food was like at the orphanage. Probably bland. I wish I could forget what lab script tastes like, but meals were usually the least painful part of my day in the lab, so I've got a soft spot for the stuff. But that wasn't food. It was nutritious and edible and nothing more. It didn't fill you up. It wasn't warm. There wasn't any thought in it at all. Pancakes are food. They sizzle in the pan and curl at the edges. They make little bubbles when they need flipping. You can undercook them or burn them, bury them in toppings, or eat them with your ends. They're filling and tasty and oh so warm. I'm sure I could easily recreate her recipe. It's hardly rocket science even with one arm. But I've never had someone cook for me before. I'd like to pretend I'm not capable for a little while longer. Aww. Is that Caution? Assuming that's Caution. Oh, there's stuff here on the floor now. You can't see it, it's behind me. It's a loose page with handwriting on it. Judging by the number in the corner and the fading ink, it must be a small part of a larger document. It's nice to have job security right out of school. I had my doubts during junior year, of course, but I don't think anyone could have predicted how the sector has grown in the past few months. Developments in cybernetic technology have been explosive. Sometimes literally. It's troubling, but all great technology has the potential for misuse. And now I'm going to be part of an organization that works to keep that tech under control. So I'll be honest, the name's pretty silly. Is it STOP? Oh well. They could always change the acronym later. And I wonder what YTDI stands for. Youth? Technical... I guess we'll know in the next one, in the prequel. Oh, there's another thing on the floor. I thought that things were moving fast before, but the growth we're seeing now makes those earlier years look glacial. STOP is doing good work that needs to get done, and it's making countries put money where their mouths are when it comes to international cooperation efforts. So were people like losing limbs and stuff at a rapid rate? I wonder what's going on. Last month, we managed to craft a digital data management system that could tell us whenever the dangerous cybernetic schematic was downloaded and where it was downloaded to. That would be helpful for those people that print guns. Their 3D printers. But that's always a bad thing to get started, because then people start tracking other things that they shouldn't track. Because people should be free to do whatever they want. It's a double-edged sword, huh? This month we finalized our report on maximizing cybernetic synchronization for patients, confirming my earlier theory that the younger the better. The difference really was astounding. But why are people getting cybernetics? Is there organ failure or limb failure going around? And why would you get it if you were younger? As a preventive measure? I must admit it felt like good to shove that 19% performance increase right in that stuffy old bastard's smug face. Dr. Tan asked if the trend in performance would improve further if we started surgery any earlier. A weird question since this tech is only approved for anyone old enough to enlist. Oh, it's for making soldiers. Probably. But I guess she was just being thorough. You're making child soldiers, aren't you? Theory is sound. Promotion was nice. I deserve it, and I was the only obvious choice, but still, it felt nice to be recognized. Oh boy. There are a few plushies sitting on the shelf. You're surprisingly soft. You investigate the cupboard below the plushies where— Whoa! When an avalanche of plushies spills out. Excellent. I love those. Burying you in a soft fuzzy pile. This would be a comfy way to go out, but you should probably get everything back. Oh no, I want to be in the plushies actually.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm gonna
lab rat.
die. Alright, I'll be right back after I do the puzzles again. I got transported to an automated disposal unit via trapdoor. I love it. Bye-bye. I got stuffed. Excellent. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. One of the plushies rips open, revealing a photo inside. The back of the photo is black with words. She told me to explore the place. She said it was important that I adjust to my new environment. But she's been holed up in a lab. I don't know why she's so stressed about my surgeries. She's the smartest person I know. I grew up surrounded by brilliant scientists, so that's saying something. She said she's still concerned about making adjustments to my synthetic nerves. That she's still worried that she'll put me through even more pain. But every time she's worked on my new limbs, I haven't felt a thing. Last time I actually fell asleep. Oh, there's another new paper. Another month where the security advisory council looked completely lost. Like they don't know what to do with peacetime. They do amazing work, obviously. The world is secure, and cybernetic technology is finally getting regulated. The laws are catching up with the science. That's a good thing, even if it makes their job a little less exciting. Or maybe a little less secure. I requested another transfer. My third in 3 years, but they didn't seem to mind. I just can't find the work as engrossing as I used to. It probably doesn't help that I'm not sure what it is I do anymore. I mean, logically I know what I do. I research cybernetics, but I'm not sure what I do for STOP. STOP hasn't had a major security incident in months. The last incident they responded to was just a protest outside the building that got a little rowdy. Staff's morale's been down ever since. A little controversy is to be expected, given the power Stop has nowadays. They're being naive if they expect people to be grateful to the organization forever. I might have transferred a few times too many. I came into work today and clocked out without recognizing a single face the entire time. New people, places, committees, projects, and always more acronyms. And for the first time in years, I was denied access to internal data. I didn't think anything could be above my pay grade anymore. Note to self, look up YTDI. I'm gonna save. Okay, feels like I'm reaching the end. Ouch! I stepped on a rogue sewing pin. Large unfinished sewing project doing all spread out on the floor. Looks like a quilt. Must have been too big for the little sewing desk. For some reason you want to finish it. Okay.
Many, many minutes later.
Boy, that took forever. Ah, that took forever. Ooh. Okay. You notice that you can now lift up the quilt. There's a photo underneath it. Something's written on the back. There was all this heat, smoke, and energy. There were alarms blaring and people shouting. That's what she told me, but I barely remember any of it. Here's what I remember. We stopped running. She seemed more tired than I was. She did carry me the entire time. But she didn't seem any weaker than before. Her hold onto my body didn't loosen. She was just looking at what was left of my shoulder. I was hurting like you wouldn't believe. But I don't think I cared. Because that day, I got to see the sky again. I was very disappointed with the State of Youth Training Development Initiative. Okay. There we go. YTDI. That's how I put it in writing. I don't really have the right words to express my disgust with this program's existence. The idea that cybernetic sync rates increase the earlier in life treatment starts was based completely on a different timeline. Assuming that we were talking about 18 versus 24. It was never supposed to justify whatever the hell they're doing now. They don't actually care about reducing rejection symptoms or making the cybernetics work more seamlessly. They care about creating a product by experimenting on children. Children that no one cares about. They want to produce cybernetic trainees that are powerful, unthinking, and unflinchingly obedient to authority. Stop plans to sell these trainees as a force to keep its donors on top. Donors as in organ donors? I got a transfer to the YTDI as a supervisor. No one even seemed ashamed to give me full access. I get the sense that my superiors aren't paying attention to what is happening. That might be the most infuriating part for me. They don't care whether this program succeeds or fails. The implication I'm getting is that this is far from the only program of its kind. It might be one of many, many more. Always is, isn't it? Another one? He smiled at me. Even though everyone else is seen here, everyone dressed like me, acting like me, working for the same people as me, has made him suffer. He smiled at me. I'm getting better at coming up with excuses to visit him, at least. I need to evaluate how he's coping with procedures, just like other YTDI trainees. I might need to test his reflexes. Hell, he might need a snack to make him more cooperative. All my explanations are superficially believable at best. I'm no medical professional. I'm a supervisor. I oversee things. By all means, I should have been reprimanded for getting too involved. but no search warnings come my way. I'm never going to be able to forget the look on his face when the convulsions started. He knew it was coming, and he knew that there was nothing he could do to even brace himself for the pain. He's been through it countless times. I don't want to see it ever again. They claimed that it was a clerical error that he didn't receive his anti-seizure medications that morning. I know that it was actually punishment. He refused to obey during yesterday's mandatory exercises. You wouldn't treat an animal like this, much less another human. To them, he's less than that. I triggered the false alarm right on schedule, down to the second. My not at all false explosives followed suit. I had always understood that the chemical reaction was very simple to set up, but I still expected my first felony to present more challenges than this. Maybe I have a knack for this kind of thing. He didn't hesitate for 1 second when I asked him to come with me. As I rushed him through the fire exit, the look on his face at that moment has stuck with me. Could anyone have looked more relieved? Maybe he should have hesitated. All that awaits him is alive in hiding. At least he'll have a choice from now on. I've no right to call myself a parent, but even so, parenthood is hard. His rehab is going as well as can be expected, but this is no way to raise a child. I can educate him, keep him fed, and care for him. But I can't give him any kind of future, not while Stop is trying to erase our very existence. I managed to section away enough resources to last us a while, but all my internal records within Stop were destroyed by the fire. I still know I'm out here, but now I have no proof that I was ever as big as a part of them as I say. It's my word against theirs, and they have far larger, more powerful allies. Bombs, sabotage, encrypted messages on shady websites get much better traction than just sending my research notes to major news outlets. No one cares what Dirty Destrange has to say. But when Dr. Danger blows up an energy pipeline, people look up from their food and watch. He chose the name. It's got a nice old school appeal to it. Caution has always been eager to please and happy to spend time with me. Is it any wonder he wants to help the nefarious Dr. Stranger in a fight? I should tell him no. Revenge is poison, and he's already been through too much. But I still can't bear to calculate how much of his suffering is my fault. I don't have the heart to tell him no, and I'd sooner die than judge him for how much he hates Stop. Dr. Danger and Caution are becoming a household name, but that's about it. Stop is still in power. People are still too scared to take them to task. That's horrible as is, but what if they don't care enough to do even that? What if they believe YTDI is just not worth the cost? What will happen to those children then? Something needs to change, but I'm not sure that's something Dr. Danger can do. And I'm not sure that the Lestrange is enough for him. Oh boy, that was heavy. So yeah, Caution was being experimented on. Maybe he has a cybernetic eye, or maybe he doesn't have an eye anymore. And his arm. So she only managed to save one child. Damn. Okay. The lock for the door is a scrapbook. Its pages are empty though. I assume that this is like the order that the picture should be. I like to watch her work, it's normally very calming, but when she's making something explosive, it's really exciting. The other day I noticed she forgot her flash welder. I brought it over to her, saying that I wanted to test out the grip strength of my new arm. She saw through my excuse, but she let me help anyway. I even made a few suggestions of my own, and guess what? She ended up using every single idea. She said it was impressive, how quickly I'd picked up on what her skill needed. She smiled at me with such pride, but at the same time, there was this sad look in her eyes. I've noticed that she's sad a lot. I want to do something to change that. Okay, I'm guessing this is the last one then. Probably the first. Pancakes, perhaps? One? Screen behind you didn't turn on. Guess Caution was really serious about the whole silent treatment thing. Well, you did what he asked you to do, right? You solved his puzzles. You've been over the whole room with a fine comb. And you haven't overlooked or looked away from anything. There's not much left you can do. Time to move forward. Looks like there's no screens in this corridor. You don't think you'll see any of Dr. Danger either. There really isn't much else to say about this hall. If that's the case, then this is probably close to the exit. To be honest, the lack of nasally jabbering kinda put you on edge. Not that you like that brat who called you a lab rat and trapped you in several rooms with lethal puzzles, but the silence forces you to focus on something much louder and much more disturbing. Thoughts that are only now coming to the forefront of your mind. Think about Dr. Dan. No, Dr. Deirdre Destrange. Think about the results of your investigation. Think about yourself, a tiny cog in a massive machine. A sleek, pristine, reliable machine, carefully cleansed of the blood it spilt. A deep, dark pit hollows your stomach. Slowly, you make your way forward, each step heavier than the last. In a garage filled to the brim with cardboard boxes, the exit awaits for you, wide open. It's night already. Outside you hear the quiet rushing of a river. Just a few more steps and you're out of here. Even more and you'll be on the bus back home. It'll take a couple of hours to get back to HQ. You'll nap on the ride, probably, so that by the time you get to your stop, you'll have enough energy to run up thousands of narrow stairs. You'll reach your boss's office and... well, what will happen next? You'll definitely get that bonus. If this isn't going above and beyond, maybe you'll get a promotion, a better salary, better benefits, better home, better life. Something you've always wanted. And maybe that will help
Finally
you
going to take responsibility?
Not now, kid. The last thing you need is him showing up and...
I see my escape rooms have worked their magic. I didn't think it was possible, but you're feeling guilty, aren't you?
Guilt? Is that what this is? Over something you didn't do? All those years, you must have been so proud to wear that uniform. To be a brave soldier fighting for such a pristine, justice-seeking organization like that. You feel sick. But it's not enough for you to feel bad. Because if I let you go home and get your bonuses and sleep on your nice bed, you'll be stumbling over yourself to forget everything that happened here as fast as possible. You, or your boss, or the next agent. You'll storm in here and sweep away everything me and Dr. Danger fought for. Someone better will catch me and destroy this place. And stop! Stop will turn me into a nameless drone, like I was supposed to be. He's shaking. He's trying to put on a brave face, but he's shaking.
But I don't want that, you know? I don't want to forget my home, my books, my bugs, my bed. And I don't want to forget myself. I don't want to forget about collecting stickers, or eating pudding, or sewing my first pair of mittens. And I don't want to forget Dr. Danger! She saved me! She raised me! She stood up for me when no one else did! And what did Stop do? They made her a villain! They took everything away from her! They killed her!
So, what are you gonna do now, lab rat? You still got your weapon, don't you? Come on, hit me with your best shot. Hit me! Cause if you don't, I'll... Can't deal with this anymore. You don't want to fight him. You're not going to use your gun?
Then, on behalf of Stop, die.
The bullet. It only grazed your cheek. Huh? Caution. Fell? What's going...
I missed. I had the muzzle aimed at your head, the bullets loaded, and I missed. First try.
Caution's gaze is vacant. It's the same gaze as that boy in the scrapbook. That alone makes the pit in your stomach sink even deeper. So to fill it, you say something really, really stupid. You know, you could have fired again. I'm at contact shot distance.
No, I couldn't have. Trying to kill you was a lot more tiring than I thought it would be.
Firing? Ah.
Go. This is what you wanted, right? The exit's right there. Go back to your home. Your TV. Your money. I was fooling myself, thinking I could do what Dr. Danger did for me. So go. I hope the guilt eats at you for the rest of your fucking life.
Do you want to come with me? Slowly, you make your way towards the exit. When you finally make it outside, you turn back. The boy's still sitting there. Legs splayed haphazardly, arms floppy, still staring at you. Stare back at him. Give him a curt nod. He doesn't react. So without another word,
rat.
you turn back. Turn back and see him forcing an attempt at a villainous grin.
If you really feel that bad about it, I did sneak copies of everything you've seen here onto your device. I found your address while you were looking around. Pretty devious idea, right? Downright heinous.
He takes a deep breath, then exhales.
All right. Here's another world-class criminal scheme for you. Stop Agent stakes reputation, credentials, leaks internal docs to all four corners of the net. Not a bad headline. Could make for a half-decent start to a villainous career. Your choice, obviously. But I know what I'm talking about. After all, I am a supervillain.
You are the most dastardly villain of all. That was Dr. Danger's. Sorry, Dr. Destrange. I have a big hand, if that's my hand, damn. I have the biggest of hands. Holy cow. And that was malViolence. Oh, that was very, very good. I kinda regret not playing them in chronological order now. But at the same time, maybe I will appreciate the prequel even more. Oh, that was very, very good. I loved the art, it was very good. Caution is very, very cute. I love his look. I love the story. The story has me gripped. I have so many questions. And it's not that they like went unanswered or anything. It's that I have theories. There's so much I want to know. I can't wait for the next game. So I'm kind of glad in that way that I still have the prequel before the third game comes out. But that was very, very good. I really liked this one. I like the music. It's not a lot. I believe that this game was made for a jam. So it has its limitations, but the music fitted perfectly. The art was so beautiful. I even liked the 3D spaces. It really reminded me of the puzzle games that I love, like 999 and stuff. I was like, I'm at home. Yes, being locked in a cell is my home, actually. But I really, really liked the game. I like that there are puzzle difficulties. I played on medium for reference. But I like that there are difficulties. So if you want to play it by yourselves, you can get this game on Steam or on itch or on Just. It's free. Please check it out if you want to do the puzzles yourself. Although I must say, I wish that the puzzles were more incorporated to the story. I know that there were an escape room that Caution set up. But I feel like at the end there was a lot of information dump with the diary entries. I assume that they were diary entries. That maybe I could have gotten them during the puzzles. Because I feel like it was a lot at the end. That it could have been a bit more spaced out. And now I must protect Caution with my life. Forever. He is now one of my sons. I'm gonna need a big house with how many sons and daughters I have nowadays. But I really, really like this one. I think we're gonna go over proto-violence next, just because I gotta know. I want more Caution in my life. So I believe we're going through proto-violence next here on the channel. And I had such a lovely time with this game. Even though I struggled with math for 20 minutes. But that's nothing new! That's expected of me, to struggle with math. So that's okay, actually. Hope you guys loved this game as much as I did. The links for it will be in the description if you're interested, because there are different endings. There are different endings, and I didn't get all the deaths, so you gotta see them. You gotta play the game, and you gotta wishlist malViolence and pronto-violence and inter-violence. Haha, ha ha ha. Now I hope I got you hooked, because I'm really liking this series, and I'm beating myself up that I didn't play it earlier. I really am pissed off at myself that I didn't get to play it earlier, but now I don't have to wait as much for the new game. So actually, I'm so smart, actually. I'm so smart, actually. Don't worry about it. But thank you everyone for watching. If you liked the video, consider liking and leaving a comment, so more people can also check out malViolence. I'm live on Twitch 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Hope to see you there. And thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next one.